Subscribe to our YouTube channel and press the bell icon to get the latest updates.
Hello everyone. Most students calculations feel very hard. If you feel easy, it will be very easy. If you feel hard, it will be very hard. Depend upon your mindset. How to solve problems with simple tricks? I will give you bonus tip end of the video. Let's start the problem. Repetition in the measurements of certain quantities in experiment give the following values. This one, calculate the mean value, mean absolute error, relative error and percentage error. So first, mean value, calculate the mean value. More students feel it is a calculation too hard. So really it is not hard. Calculate the values, first digit from the right hand side. So 3 plus 0 plus 6, 9 plus 2, 11 plus 5, 16 plus 4, 20 plus 3, 23 plus 9, 32. 2 remaining 3. Again 3's. All values have a 3 from the second digit. So 3, 7 is there, 7 3's is there, 3 into 7, 21, remaining 2 plus 2 plus 3 is there, nothing but this 3. Total 26. Here 6 remaining value is 2. Okay, 8 ones is there, 1 1 1 1 1 1 1. So 1 8 plus 2 10.62. This is the total value. So we want mean value xm. Xm is by total 8 values. 8 ones are 8. 0.83 is a 24. 2 is there remaining. 8 2s are 16. Again 6 is there. Next value 7s are 5s are. So mean value 1.3275. 3275. This one arranging 2 digits. So mean value 1.33. Arranging up to 2 digits. Rounding 2 digits. So it is the x value. Mean absolute error. He asking mean absolute error. So it is the mean value. Mean absolute value delta x1 is equal here 29. This is the 33. Nothing but 4 is change is there. So our value 0.04. Delta x2 here 33. This is also 33. 0. Delta x3 34, 33. So 0.01. Delta x4 35, 0.02. Next 1.32. Nothing but delta x5 0.01. 0.03, delta x7 0.03, delta x8 0.0. This all values 4 plus 0, 4 plus 3, 7 plus 3, 10 plus 1, 11 plus 2, 13 plus 1, 14. So 0.0, 1, 0.018, 56, 7s are 56. So again 5. Mean absolute error delta x m is equal 0.0, arranging 2 digits, so 2. This is the absolute mean error. Mean absolute error delta xm 0.02. So relative error plus or minus delta xm by relative error delta xm by how many digits is there? Xm. So our values 0.02 by 1.33. This values 0. Plus or minus 0.01503. So rounding off 2 places of decimals. 2 places of decimals means 0. This plus or minus 0.02. Percentage error plus or minus delta xm by xm into 100. So delta xm by xm value 0.01503 into 100, 1.5 percentage is the percentage error. It is the percentage. The length and breadth of the rectangles are this one and this one. Calculate the area of rectangle with error limit. He is asking area of rectangle with error limit. Area formula A is equal length and width. So delta A by A is equal delta L by L plus delta B by B. This is formula. L is equal 5.7, B is equal 3.4, L into B, nothing but area. 7 4s are 28, 2 7 3s are 21, 5 4s are 20, 41, 41 plus 2, 41 plus 2 43, 4 and 3, 5 3s are 15 plus 4 19, so 19.38, area 19.38, rounding two significant figures, so our value a value 19. Delta A by A is equal delta L by L plus delta B by B, delta A by A is equal delta L 0.1 by 5.7 plus 0.2 by 3.4, delta A is equal 3.4 1.48 by 19.38. Delta A by A is equal 1.48 by 19.38, so delta A is equal 1.48 by 19.38 into 19.38, so delta A is equal 1.48. This is the delta A value. Delta A value 1.48, arranging two significant figures, so 1.5 delta A is equal, arranging in two significant figures, so 19.0, area is equal 19.0 plus or minus 1.5. This is the answer. The distance covered by a body in time 5.0 plus or minus 6 second is 40.0 plus or minus 4 meters. Calculate the speed of the body. Also determine the percentage error in the speed. He is asking speed of the body and percentage error in the speed. So speed means speed V is equal displacement by time. So displacement by time nothing but L by T. Here meters 40 by this 40 by time 5, so cancel 8 meter per second. This is the V value. Percentage error delta V by V is equal delta L by L plus delta T by So delta L value is 0.4, delta S value 0.4 by 0.6 by 5. So simplify this one, we get answer 0.13. Delta V is equal 0.13 into V. So 0.13 into 8.0, 8 3s are 24, 8 1s are 8, nothing but 1.04 delta V value. So V is equal 8.0 plus or minus 1.04, then percentage error 1.04 by 8 into 100 is equal 13%. A screw gauge gives that following reading when used to measure the diameter of the wire. Main scale reading 0 millimeters, circular scale reading 52 divisions. Given that 1 millimeter on main scale corresponding to 100 divisions of the circular scale. It is the AIEEE 2011 question, right? Scale reading 0 and circular scale 52. Least count LC is equal volume of one main scale reading, volume of one main scale division by total divisions on the circular scale, so 1 by 100 mm. Diameter of the wire is equal MSR main scale reading plus CSR into LC. So main scale reading 0 plus 52, circular scale reading 52 by 100 is equal 0.52 mm. It is the very easy question. In an experiment, the angles are required to be measured using an instrument. 29 divisions of main scale exactly coincide with 30 divisions of the Vernier scale. If the smallest divisions of the main scale is of a degree 0.5, then the least count of the instrument. He asking least count of the instrument. Least count LC is equal volume of main scale division, by number of divisions of Vernier scale. Number of divisions of vernier scale. So this is our LC formula. Least count is equal 1 by 30 into MSD, main scale divisions. So 1 by 30 into half, this is the 0.5. The main scale is of a degree, so 1 by 2 degrees, then equal to 1 by 60 degrees is equal to 1 minute. A physical quantity is represented by x is equal to m power a, l power b, t power minus c. The percentage of error in the measurements of mass, length and time are alpha percentage, beta percentage, gamma percentage respectively. Then the maximum percentage error is the maximum percentage error delta x by x from this one into 100 is equal a into delta m by m into 100 plus b into delta L by L into 100 C into delta T by T. So here given delta M by M into 100 alpha, delta L by L into 100 is equal to beta, delta T by T is into 100 is equal beta. Maximum percentage error delta x by x into 100 is equal A alpha plus B beta plus C gamma. This is the answer. Resistance of given wire is obtained by measuring the current flowing in it and the voltage difference applied across it. If the percentage error in the measurement of the current and the voltage difference 3% each, then error in the volume of resistance the wire is. So here given information, voltage, current and resistance. Formula V is equal I into R. So he asking resistance of the wire, then error volume of resistance of the wire. So R is equal V by I. It can write as delta R by R into 100 is equal delta V by V into 100 plus delta I by I into 100. So from this information, percentage error in the measurements of the current and voltage difference are 3 each. So this value is 3%. Again this value also 3%. So 3% plus 3% is equal 6% is answer. Two resistors of resistance R1 is equal 100 plus or minus 3 ohms and R2 is equal 200 plus or minus 4 are connected, 1 A in series, B in parallel. Find the equivalent resistance of the A series combination, B parallel combination. Use for A the relation R is equal R1 plus R2, B 1 by R dash is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2, and delta R dash by R dash square is equal to this one. So first one is given plus R is equal to R1 plus R2. So first R1 100 plus or minus 1, R2 200 plus or minus 1. So 100 plus or minus 3 plus 200 plus or minus 4. So this is the first R is equal. So adding this one and adding this one, 300 plus or minus 7. This is the resistance in series combination. R is equal, resultant resistance R is equal 300 plus or minus 7. 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2, 1 by R1 dash, 1 by R1 dash is equal to R2 plus R1 by R1 into R2. So R1 R dash is equal to R1 into R2 by R1 plus R2, R1 100, R2 200. So R dash is equal to 100 into 200 by 300. So if cancelling, 200 by 3, this value 3 6 18, again 26, it's getting 66, so 66.7. R dash value 66.7, 66.7. So 66.7 is equal delta R1. Delta R1 means 3 by R1 100 square plus 4 by 200 square now delta R dash is equal 66 So this is also square. 66.7 by 100 whole square 3 plus 4 into 66.7 by 200 whole square. Solving we get 1.8. So R dash is equal 66.7 plus or minus 1.8 ohms. This is the answer. The respective numbers of significant figures for the numbers this one and 3 is given. So 23.023 0.0003 fourth one 21 into 10 to the power of minus 3. So this one nothing but first one, all non-zero numbers are significant figures. 0 occurring between zeros digits also significant figures. So because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, here how many? 5 significant figures. So look here, in all non-zero numbers are significant figures. 0 between the decimals and first non-zero digits are not significant figure. So because these are not significant figures, so here significant figure 1 only. Power values are not significant figures, so here significant figure 2. This is our answer. 5, 1 and 2 are significant figures. Let epsilon naught denoted the dimensional formula of permittivity of vacuum if capital M is mass, capital L is length, T is time, and A is the electric current. Then asking electric current in terms of electric current. So for the Coulomb's law, from the Coulomb's law, F is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into Q1 Q2 by R square. Q1 Q2 by R square. So F is Newton is equal 1 by epsilon naught. This term is constant because I remove it. Coulomb square by meter square. So epsilon naught is equal Coulomb square by Newton meter square. He is asking in terms mass, length, time and electric current. So this is coulombs, convert into a current. Flow of charge is equal to current. So Q is equal to I into T, nothing but epsilon naught is equal to current units amperes into T whole square by Newtons means M L T inverse 2 T inverse 2 minus meter square means L square. So M is inverse because epsilon naught is equal to M inverse 1. This is L minus 2. This 2, this 1. So L is equal to minus 3. And here T square is there minus. Here also 1 T square. So T to the power of 4 ampere square. This is the epsilon naught dimensional formula. The dimensional formula of magnetic field strength in M, L, T and C Coulomb is given as. So he is asking M, L, T and C. Okay. We know very well formula. Force F is equal to BQV. Okay, magnetic field force formula F is equal BQV. Then magnetic field B is equal F by QV. F dimensions M, L, T inverse 2 by Q means coulombs, V means L, T inverse 1. So M 1, L, these two are cancelled, so L0, T minus 1. So it move upside, just get a place. So remaining T1 is there. C so this is not C square, only C is here because C inverse 1. This is the dimensional formula of magnetic field. M power 1, L power 0, T power minus 1, C power minus 1. This is the answer. Dimensional formula of A by B in the equation P is equal A minus Ct square by Px, where P pressure, X displacement, T is time. So now he asking what is the dimensional formula of A by B. So he given P is equal to A minus Ct square Bx. Now P pressure is equal A by Bx minus Ct square by Bx. This dimensional and this dimension, this all are same dimension. So I remove this one. Now P pressure units F by A is equal A by B into X. So A by B is equal F by A into X. F units A by B is equal M L T inverse 2 by area, length into length. X means also length, so these two are cancelled. A by B is equal, this one cancel, so M L naught T inverse minus 2. It is the dimensional formula of A by. Check whether the relation S is equal to UT plus of AT square is dimensionally correct or not, where symbols have their usual meanings. So S is equal UT plus of AT square. S means L, length, U means L by T, T mean T again T, so plus this is constant, so remove. Next one, A acceleration L T square, as usual T square, so T cancel, T cancel. Now L is equal remaining L plus L. So all dimensional formulas are same. Young's modulus of steel is 19 into 10 to the power of 10 Newton per meter square, expressed in dyne per centimeter square, where dyne is the Celsius unit of force. So the SI units of Young modulus N by meter square is given. Y is equal 19 into 10 to the power of 10 Newton by meter square. So 19 into 10 to the power of 10 to the power of 5 dyne by 10 square centimeter square. So this one, then 10 to the power of 10, so 10 to the power of 5 dynes by 10 to the power of 4, 2 into 2, nothing but 4 centimeter square. So it's move upside, then 9 into 10 to the power of 11 dyne by centimeter square. This is the answer. For a particle moves in a circular orbit uniformly, centripetal force is required, which depends upon the mass, velocity of the particle and radius r of the circle. Express centripetal force in terms of these quantities. He is asking centripetal force, so whatever may be force F proportional to given M V R. So this is F is equal, so F is equal M into A proportional to M V R, then M L T inverse 2. So here proportional constant remove, again adding K constant. So M V means L T inverse 1 by into L. So here M is the M to the power of A, V to the power of B, R to the power of C. Then here F means M is equal to 1, L is equal to 1, T is equal to minus 2. So K into M to the power of A, V to the power of L, T to the power of minus 1, nothing but B, L to the power of C. So equalating both side powers, then M power is equal to A, nothing but A is equal to 1. Here in this term M to the power of A, L to the power of B, T to the power of minus B, L to the power of C. So M A L to the power of B plus C and T to the power of minus B. T is equal T to the power of B, so this is minus 2, this is minus B, nothing but minus B is equal minus 2, so B is equal to 2. Then B plus C is equal 1, so ఇక్కడ L is equal to 1, then B is equal to 1 minus B, C, then C is equal to 2, B is equal minus 1. So finally K M V, B is equal V to the power of 2, B is equal to C is equal minus 1. So R to the power of minus 1, nothing but C to the B to the power of minus 1. So this is R. F is equal, it is the formula. Derive an expression for the time period of simple pendulum of mass length L, a place where acceleration due to gravity G. So he asking time period of simple pendulum. So T proportional to M mass length L and acceleration due to gravity G. So removing proportional, so T is equal K into M to the power of A, L to the power of B, G to the power of C, then M to the power of 0, L to the power of 0, T to the power of 1. So K M to the power of A, L to the power of B, G means V L by T inverse 2 and C. So K into MA LB LC T to the power of minus 2C. So M to the power of 0, L to the power of 0, T to the power of 1, then k into m to the power of a l to the power of b plus c t to the power of minus 2c. Now equating this one powers, a to the power a is equal to 0, l is equal b plus c is equal to 0. Now c is equal minus 2c is equal 1, c is equal, we get c is equal 1 by 2 minus c is equal 1 by 2, b is equal 1 by 2, right, a is equal to 0. So our substituting these values above 1, then t is equal, a is equal 0, so m need not required, b is equal of nothing but L by 2 and g is equal minus of, so g to the power of minus of, this can written t is equal k into under root L by g. This is the simple pendulum time period formula.